Hi Shoebox friends. It has been a long time since I've made an OCC video. I have to tell you what's been going on in my life, and then we're going to open my first box of 2026. So for quite a while now, I have been volunteering at a local food bank, and that has taken all my time. I'm there 3 days a week, 4 hours a day, and I just have not had time to do much of anything else. I have a TikTok channel and I TikTok from the food bank. I say, most of my videos I start, good morning from the food bank. I wanted to highlight what it was like to work at a food bank, what went into the process of filling an order, what an order might be for a single person, a senior citizen, a shut-in, a family, and that is what I've been doing. I've been growing my TikTok channel, trying to raise awareness, and I've kind of neglected my OCC YouTube channel, and I wanted to make sure I get to do both. So I'm trying to bring more balance into my life on social media. The other thing that I'm doing, and that kind of has fallen into my lap a little bit, I've been involved for a while with a special needs adult worship group, I guess you could call it that. I started out as the craft lady with my friend Carol and the man who was pastoring the group has gone on sabbatical, and kind of fell to me to do the message every week. A lot of the people that volunteer there are people of faith, but not a lot of them feel confident in speaking in front of a group or in coming up with a message. So that fell onto my lap, and I've been doing that. So I'm still involved with the crafts with my dear friend who isn't here today, but she does a lot of these, helps me with my unboxing videos. Her name's Carol. And she and I still do crafts, and then there's 20 minutes of crafts, but 20 minutes of music. Then I give a very short message, 3 minutes max. The special needs adults get a chance to read if they want. It takes a lot of prompting, so I have verses right out of King James, because I think it's important that everybody have access to scripture. So they get to read some verses that are based on the theme. And then we have announcements where they can ask for prayer, or they can tell us something good that's happened in their lives. And then the man who leads our music, our worship part, will say a prayer and bless the dinner, which they have dinner together. So that takes place every week, and that's taken a lot of my time prepping. On top of that, with Carol, we lead our youth group at our church. Well, actually, it's our girls group because there are no boys. Like most church congregations, ours is shrinking, and we just have girls. We don't have any boys, and just very few of them at that. So it's a girls group, and then I teach on Sundays with those girls. Every other week, I teach adult Sunday school. So I'm pretty busy prepping a lot of stuff, and shoe boxes and filler videos just kind of got put aside. But here's my first one, and I am really excited about this box. I have been working on this box for 2 years. 2 years. It's pretty special to me because of my job. So I used to be a high school teacher, and I live in a very small town, and when I was much younger, I was like, this town is going to kill me. I need out. So I went to an international job fair, and I took a job in South America in the beautiful country of Colombia, and loved every minute. I taught amazing young people. They were so much fun, and I loved how smart they were, because they could go from speaking English to me to Spanish with each other, and then come back and ask me a question in English, and then go back and talk about it in Spanish. And I was so in awe of that. And I remember once I tried to say something in Spanish, which caused great hysterics, because I'm Canadian and we don't learn Spanish at all. Caused great hysterics. They laughed so hard. So my time there is a very special memory to me. I had loved my time there. And then I came back to the same small town, to the same high school, and have always had the dream and the desire to return. And I never have been able to. It's expensive to go, etc., etc. And then came this beautiful Disney movie that I have watched and watched and watched and watched. And I wanted to do a box for that movie. And I'm sure you all know which movie I'm talking about. So I've been collecting things for a long time for this particular box. So let's open it. This is an Encanto box. there is no Encanto outfit in this box. I didn't have room for it. Okay, now here's the other thing. Total segue. Actually, it's kind of like squirrel taking a left turn off of the box. One of my goals this year is to just use the Canadian Go boxes. And if you're watching this from America, you're going to think, how is she not fitting more in that box? I can fit bigger things in my boxes. Our Canadian boxes are smaller, significantly smaller than the American boxes. And I find that frustrating, but I understand why. After having a wonderful discussion with somebody who works at OCC Canada, I was like, what's wrong with the boxes? And she laughed at me and she said, it's got to do with shipping. It's got to do with a couple of things. Shipping being number one. In Canada, the goal is to get 18 of these boxes into a carton for shipping. Cuts down on the cost of shipping, and it's important that they try and get as many boxes into those cartons as possible. So I understand that. And then she said something that made a lot of sense to me. Our population in Canada of people who send boxes compared to the United States is significantly smaller. So they don't have the capital, the funding to retool how they print these. They off-source it for printing, and it just works for them. So I want to support OCC that way, and I am doing my best to just use OCC boxes. The other thing I have to say before I open the box is I'm waiting for things to come in. I am missing a lot of stuff. I don't even have my big like rubber bands yet, so I'm using just one I bought at Staples. Does not do the trick, but it's okay for now. When I do a box, can you hear that? That's my little dog. I'm not talking to you, Bubba. Off you go, Ted. When I do a box, I leave the lids till the end. There's a reason for that. If I do the lids now and I put them away, I never do a final check. I make sure that I check every single box at the end of the year before I take them to where they're going to be picked up, and that forces me to do the inside. So once I've done the inside, I then know that box is ready to go. I don't have to do anything else to it. Last year, I'm really glad I did it. Last year, I started doing my box lids and realized that the tablets I had included, some of the batteries had already died. So I had to order the little mini kits with the little tiny screwdriver and then batteries for the tablets. And if I hadn't have had to recheck and make sure that the lids were done, I would never have noticed that. So there is a reason why I do things the way I do with my, squirrel brain. So let's move on to the box. When she opens her box, this is probably for a girl 5 to 9. When she opens her box, she sees a Cindy bag right on top. My wonderful friend Cindy, oh, I'm so grateful for her. She makes me bags. And this year she's also making me pencil cases. But we live in Canada, and the weather has been so dreadful that Cindy and I can't get together because she lives way north of me, and the roads are terrible, and I have a little unpredictable car that can't handle the bad roads. So when the weather's better, she's already made over 400 pencil cases. I can't wait to see them. Some of them are like animals, like she's sewn them into animals. She's made, I'm so excited. I can't wait. She sends me pictures every once in a while of these pencil cases with special beads on them or a new kind of way to close them. Oh, they're going to be great. I can't wait to use them. Then she informed me that she's been stuffing them just to see how many pencils she can fit. And the most pencils that she could fit in one was 27. I said, I'm not sending 27 pencils, but I'll send other things in the pencil cases. So here we go. Here is her Cindy bag. I thought it was really pretty. It's got a lot of colors on it. Isn't that pretty? And then the back is really nice. And the inside, if she wanted to, she can flip it inside out, and it is striped blue and white. So I love how versatile this bag is when she can carry her goodies home in her Cindy bag. So thank you, my friend. I love them. All right. And once she takes the Cindy bag off, whoops, this is what she will see. First thing on top is an Encanto edition game, card game, because I thought that numbers are universal and a child in any language could use this and do math, practice her math. She has a package of crayons, a 16-pack from Crayola. She has her kit, her art kit, and this is one of these rubber band bracelet kits. It's got the little needle that helps you make it and a bunch of the clips to help you close it. And there are so many YouTube tutorials for this. I know a lot of kids in the developing world have access through a phone of some sort of how to figure this out. She'll figure it out. I thought about finding the instructions, but it was so complicated when I looked at the written instructions that I just thought a video would be better. She has a little headband, and there's some little diamonds in the top. Little headband. She's got a bracelet, pretty colors in it. She has mini pencil crayons. I think it's a pack of 8. And as I said, I'm waiting for pencil cases from Cindy. So she has a pencil tin. I got this in Michigan at Dollar Tree when I was down visiting, and I love it. It doesn't hold a lot and things fall out, but it's really cute. It's rainbows and clouds. So in it, there is a lion to be put together. There is a green marker, 1 pen, a fidget spinner, and I am running out of these, and they have not been restocked in my local dollar store, so I'm very sad. I need to find these again. They are my favorite fidget spinners. As a teacher, I had so many of the little triangular ones. They're big in the hand. I had the ball. They're noisy. I like this one, and I like using these ones myself because I think they're just fun to play with. They're small. They don't take up a lot of space. They're better for a child's hand, so I like those. There's just a fun eraser with a emoji on it. A large blue pencil crayon. 3 large pencils. A fun pencil. I think it's Easter. A mini pencil. And then a unicorn eraser. I thought it kind of went with the colors of the pencil box. 2 pencil caps. A little mini sharpener. A purple, because of the color, a purple 6-inch, 15-centimeter ruler, and then some heart stickers. So that's in her pencil pack. Not a lot, basic. All right, I found the cutest stuffy. Are you ready for this? It's a little ballerina mouse. Look at the little tail, little sparkly ears, big, beautiful, those eyes, purpley, pinky eyes, and then she has the sparkles on her feet and her paws. And her name is Nina. So I thought she was very cute. All right, every girl needs a magic wand. And then there is this. So this is the main thing. I'm going to open this at the end and show you all the goodies that I managed to pack in here. She has a little notebook that says "Be Happy," and it's got little lines on it. She's got a little mini school book and all sorts of stickers, lots of stickers in here. A little message card that says "You are amazing," some Encanto stickers, some mermaid stickers, and a page of Barbie stickers. And that's just a regular notebook. I might, if I think about size, maybe put some loose paper in the bottom of this. We'll see when I repack it later. And then an Encanto jumbo coloring and activity book. There's lots to do in here. A lot of fun. All right. So let's just put a few things back just to get them out of the way. And I will have to repack this in a much better way after I finish showing you what's in this next part. So when she gets down to it, she'll see this. The container, believe it or not, came from my dog's winter boots. I bought a pair of winter boots for him last year, the year before, which of course he's so small they fell off. But the container was great, so I kept the container, and it holds so much. So I've been collecting things. Let's take a look at what I've got squished away in here. First 2 things are 2 Pegasus unicorns. There's her toothbrush with a cap. It's got a little panda on it. She has an eraser pack, and there's a laughing emoji, a pink eraser, some pencil caps, and another pencil sharpener. And then there is a covered pencil sharpener. I have to order more of these. I'm almost out. Okay, She has 2 of the Encanto dolls. Ugh, I hope they don't fall over. A bouncy ball. And now for all the fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to move them out of the way because I need to show you all these things. Many years ago, I had an Encanto advent calendar, and it was so much fun. And I'm going to show you all the characters that came with it. But when I bought these 2 little dolls, whoops, as a set, I got them on Amazon. Got them on sale too, but they're still not cheap. They came with something a lot of fun. It came with the puppet show or bookcase or whatever. No, it's a puppet show. And it's got the books, the little purple and green books. And then the best part, it's got the 2 rats. They're so cute. They're the 2 little rats. I don't know if you can see them. So I'm going to put them back in here so I don't lose them. But it's got the eye holes for all the little backgrounds that go inside the puppet background, puppet show. Okay. So then I got into the things from the advent calendar. So there's the spinning door. I won't take them all out. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Here's another door. It's the family tree door at the front of the house. Oh, wait, backwards. There you go. And then we have the tiger. And one of the donkeys that the sister throws around. All the character names are a blank for me right now. And then just some other little bits and pieces. And then some of the characters are in here. There's the sister. And there she is again. One of the other sisters. So she can, you know, play the entire movie with these characters if she wishes. Hang on a minute. Oh, she's stuck on the organza bag with her spoon. Here's the grandma with the candle. Okay. And then I think he rocks. All right, so that is the play set that goes with this. And I just thought that that would be so much fun to send in the box, and she can play with all the characters. Then there are some like the kitchen set, etc., etc. There's a rainbow that wobbles. There's a table, etc., etc. that came with it as well. So there we go. This is her box, and now I'm going to have the challenge of being able to fit it all in. Now, there's very little in here for her hair, and I was hoping to be able to include some hair accessories, maybe, and I do have some Encanto crayons, if I can fit them in as well. I will try and squish them in if possible. So, this is a long video, longer than I normally want to make a video, but I just wanted to let you know what I've been up to and then to share this box with you. I hope you have a wonderful day, that you have fun packing a box or planning a box or making filler or whatever it is you're doing today. Take care, everybody. Bye now.